All right, so let's set the scene. The Prophet Muhammad has just arrived in Medina. I mean, this is a huge moment, right? It's tense, it's critical. So what's the very first thing he says in a public address? Is it about politics? Military strategy? Nope. It's something way more fundamental. It's actually a blueprint for building an entire society.
And these are the words, delivered right at that crucial moment. And this is what we're digging into today. Now, this isn't just some nice, poetic saying. It is a precise, actionable plan. And we're going to unpack it piece by piece.
Exactly. These aren't just feel-good slogans. What we're looking at here is a deliberate, three-part methodology for creating a strong, healthy society. And what's fascinating is how it works. It moves from the outside in, from the public square, down into the family, and right into the individual's heart.
Okay, so let's tackle that first outermost layer of the blueprint, this command to actively go out and spread peace among everyone.
You see, the instruction isn't just to be peaceful, it's to spread peace. The greeting, Assalamu alaikum, literally means peace be upon you. So every time you say that, you are making a public announcement. You're saying, hey, you are safe from me. No harm is going to come to you from my side. This is the absolute bedrock of any community that actually works.
Now, here's what's so powerful about this. You might think peace is the result of a great society, right? The end goal. But this blueprint tells us no. Peace is the foundation. It's the essential first step. You can't even begin to talk about political reform or economic growth if people are constantly at each other's throats and don't trust their neighbors. Spreading peace creates that basic security needed for anything else to even have a chance to grow.
And this has a really practical, right-now application, especially during a time like Ramadan. It's the perfect opportunity to hit the reset button on our relationships. You know, to metaphorically close the case files on old arguments, let go of grudges, and just make a conscious choice to start a fresh, peaceful page with people.
Okay, so once you've established that baseline of public safety, the blueprint takes us one level deeper, inward, to the core social unit of any society, the family.
This is just so critical. A society can look peaceful from the outside, but if its homes are filled with tension and fighting, if its families are broken, the whole thing is just a hollow shell. It's fragile, and it's ready to fall apart at the slightest pressure.
And this slide just lays out the two paths so clearly. On one side, you have connecting kin. This is about actively maintaining those family ties. Your parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. You visit them, you support them, you help fix problems. This weaves together a powerful social safety net. But on the other side, if you sever those ties, you literally shatter the community from the inside out, leaving everyone isolated and making the whole society weak.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? If a community is busy fighting civil wars in its own living rooms, how on earth is it supposed to stand together against any real challenges from the outside? It's not going to happen.
And here's the kicker. This isn't just some nice, passive advice. It's a direct command. The blueprint isn't telling you to wait for things to get better. It's telling you to pick up the phone. It's telling you to be the one to take that first step, to initiate peace, and to not sit around waiting for an apology that might never come.
All right, now we get to the very core of it all. But let's be real for a second. Being the bigger person, forgiving, mending those family ties, that stuff is hard. It takes a ton of patience and a deep well of strength. So the big question is, where does that strength actually come from? Well, the blueprint says it comes from the foundation of everything, the individual's direct line to God. Seriously, think about that. The first two instructions were social. They were public. This one, it's completely private, secret even. So why is this personal act of worship so critical to building an entire nation?
Because this is the engine room. This is where the character needed to actually pull off the first two pillars gets forged. When you're praying while the rest of the world is asleep, there's no one around to impress. It's pure, one-on-one sincerity. This is where you plug into the real source of strength, where you build the discipline and integrity you need to be a peacemaker and a family connector, even when it feels impossible.
And this right here, this is the golden rule that connects everything. Our relationships out there with people are so often just a mirror of our internal relationship with our Creator. When you work on fixing that primary connection, it creates a ripple effect, and it helps heal your connections with everyone else.
So here's the bottom line. Real, lasting change in society, it doesn't start in parliaments and it doesn't start on battlefields. It starts in the quiet of the night, with the personal reform of the individual human heart.
Okay, so let's just zoom out for a second and appreciate the absolute genius of how this is all sequenced. This is so much more than just 3 good ideas. It's a masterclass in building a strong society from the ground up.
And this shows you the logic perfectly. It's not a random checklist. The order is everything. You start by creating a safe public space, which then allows families to connect and thrive without fear. Then you strengthen those family units, which creates a support system. And finally, you anchor the whole thing in the spiritual strength of the individual. Why? Because only a person with a strong inner core can consistently spread peace and maintain kinship. Each layer depends on the one before it.
So if you can get these 3 crucial relationships right, your relationship with the public, with your family, and with God, if you can get those sound, then there's a promise. The system is designed to produce a guaranteed result.
And there it is. The journey that starts with you spreading peace on earth ends with you entering the ultimate state of peace in the hereafter. It comes completely full circle. The method isn't just a path to the goal. The method is the goal. You build peace in order to achieve peace.
And thinking about it this way completely reframes how we look at a time like Ramadan. It is so much more than just a personal month of fasting and praying.
When you see it through the lens of this prophetic blueprint, Ramadan becomes an annual intensive training course. It's a 30-day boot camp designed for us to put this exact methodology into practice and to rebuild ourselves, our families, and our communities from the inside out.